Wildcat Country, welcome to our Wildcast episode. This one, get my favorite pastime buddies here. We welcome our head girls golf coach, Brandon Smith, and his two seniors, Taryn Smoke, and I'm going to jack this up.
Giovanna Marticello.
Okay, so see, that's why we just call her what, Coach?
Gia.
Yeah, we just go with Gia. So one more time for the listeners, say the whole thing.
Giovanna Marticello.
Big time. Y'all can tell she's from the South. We'll get into that in a minute. They're coming off back-to-back big-time performances, winning the region championship last week and the lower state title this week. Ladies and Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so Taryn is set the stage here. She's wearing a bright orange Tennessee hoodie right now in the room. Big Vols fan. Do you have something you want to sing or do for us?
I can sing Rocky Top.
I mean, do we need to clap the beat or anything for you?
Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee.
All right, so we also need to set the stage and let y'all know that Gia is not from the South, okay?
Mm-mm.
And Gia is now looking at Taryn like she's got three eyeballs. Gia, where are you from?
Rochester, New York.
And how long have you been here?
7 years.
Don't say it.
Don't stop.
We've been making 6-7 jokes in here. Well, I have, and so I almost went 6 or 7 years, but I won't. All right, so here we go. We got our two seniors. Are you from Tennessee, Taryn?
No, I'm from South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are parents big Tennessee fans, grads? How did your
My dad's a big Tennessee fan,
Okay.
and so growing up, I always wanted to be my dad. I was a daddy's girl.
Okay.
Still am. So wanted to be like him.
All right. So she wants to be like Dad. Dad says go Vols. Gia's from New York and probably thinks crazy Southern football people are crazy. So here we go. We're going to dive on into some golf here so Coach Smith can get these ladies to practice. All right. So now I know this is not what your eyes on, and I respect that. We were just conversating in here about Coach Smith's high expectations, and we love that about the golf team. And but these ladies and Coach have really had those expectations all year long. But we want to celebrate. Next week, we know we're looking for that. That is state. But we also want to take a look at the season as a whole and then dive in to the big dance later, which is next week at Carolina Country Club in Spartanburg. So, Coach Smith, first question is, where did this team finish last year? Not only place, but what kind of team you brought back. Give us your expectations for what you thought they could accomplish when we started this journey in 2025, and some season highlights thus far and maybe some ups and downs. We know golf's got plenty of those.
Well, last year we finished third by one shot. I think River Bluff hit about a 40-foot putt.
Yeah.
On the last hole by Charlie, who's their number one player right now, to beat us by that one shot. So our expectations from then, before we even left Columbia Country Club last year, were to be able to compete and win a state championship back then. So that's been the expectations for multiple years, not just since then. But our girls know that we expect to compete on a high level every year and hopefully be in it at the end to have a chance to win. And certainly I think we've positioned ourselves this year to have a chance to win.
Yeah.
Season-wise, it has been kind of rocky. It's been up and down. We started out really, really well, had some injuries early. That's Taryn laughs over there. So we missed Taryn for probably the first month of the season that she was out, but we still played really well early. And then in the middle of the season, we had some other ups and downs, some struggles and you don't always play your best, and that's part of golf anyway. But I think we're peaking at the right time. I think we're coming on at the end, which is what you need to do if you want to be there in the end.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I have a kind of a consistent habit of going up and down hole by hole when I play golf. I don't know about y'all. I know these ladies don't like to do that, but I'm pretty good at peaks and valleys, Coach Smith. But, all right, so ladies, high school golf is definitely a team sport, but it's a collection of y'all's individual performances, and I know that y'all can do things as a team to support each other and build confidence and all that kind of stuff. But I do want you both to kind of highlight maybe your best performances of the year, maybe which team match has made you the most proud of what y'all have accomplished as a team, and Just kind of fill in how it feels for y'all playing in an individual sport on a team and how y'all like to balance those things. But Taryn, maybe start with you.
Definitely. So being such an individual sport, it is hard to come together and all work together as a team. But definitely this year, upcoming or recently, Lower State really impressed me with how well we were able to bounce back from some tough tournaments and some tough scores. But personally, for me, I definitely think that Lower State was our best. And for me, that was my best performance so far, and just hoping that trend continues into next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Especially for me coming off of what is called a slump. I am highly impressed that we could all come together and really ensure the win, and I hope next week this can repeat itself.
Y'all have for those that don't know, they have a little app that they track their scores in, correct?
Right.
Yeah, and y'all typically do that hole by hole?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you are looking at, y'all can see each other's scores?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When your teammates are doing well, does that help you relax some that, hey, all this pressure is not on me? Or does it make it worse? Do you put pressure on yourself to like be up there if somebody else is shooting better? How do y'all handle that when you see your team scores?
Let me interject. I don't think they do that very much, even though they have the ability to.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much focus on yourself. Take it one shot at a time, and just try to get your score to the house. And then you kind of, they'll ask me on the course, how's everybody doing?
Okay.
That's more how they get their feedback, even though they got to navigate through that app to get to it. So that's not readily available for them.
Okay.
For them to be able to see it as they're scoring around.
Okay. Well then, Coach, how does the way the team is playing, does that change the way you interact with the girls, or maybe just more on an individual basis? Can y'all tell when he talks to y'all that maybe some other – okay.
I probably give those things away a little bit. If I'm over there in my cart just chilling for the day, they probably know I'm not real happy with them. But if I'm out there, working with them and going through hole by hole and talking shots and things like that with them, then they know things are going good and we're trying to get it to the house.
Well, Coach Smith, take us through your typical lineup. How is everyone playing right now? Who all will travel with you next week as we go up to Spartanburg and try to conquer that state championship?
We'll take everybody. We'll take the entire varsity lineup up. But again, it's five girls play, and you count 4 best scores. So that lineup will be Taryn and Gia, of course, Lyles Heritage, Claire Kim, and Daly Gibson. And like you were saying, and I know you were following on the app, Taryn, Gia, Lyles, and Claire played really, really well. And really we were about 4 over, I think, with about, 4 holes to go, and ended up being about 10 or 11. So we struggled a little bit coming in on those last 4 or 5 holes. And not to leave Daly out, I know Daly had a little bit of struggle down there on a few holes, but she played really, really well at Region the week before.
Yep.
And that's the key. I mean, it doesn't matter which 4 it is. We need 4 of them to play well. And it doesn't matter if it's 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, 3, 5.
Right.
We just need 4 of them to play well.
Yeah.
And they've done a really good job of that over the last couple of weeks.
And who's the 6th player?
6, our alternate will be Emma Hawk. And then our 7th player, Sophie Taylor, she'll go with us as well.
Awesome. And God, I had a really good follow up to that, so I'll come back if I need to. But I had something about lineup stuff. But girls, this game's hard, and I know that I keep asking myself how in the world I've been doing this for 30 years playing recreationally, and I can't seem to break 80. Meredith Taylor gives me lessons some, and she swears up and down she's going to get me under 80, and every time I think I'm doing 2 things really well, I don't do the third. So when I'm putting and hitting irons great, I can't drive the ball. And anyway, so y'all probably don't really know what that's like on my level anymore. But man, it takes time to really practice this game. So just talk to the listeners about what it takes to get your skills honed at a high enough level to compete for state championships in high school, and like how do y'all go about that personally?
It's really important to get lessons frequently. I've learned that at least once a week I feel like you need a check-in at least. And most importantly, just taking the time out of your day to go and practice at least 30 minutes. If that means just putting, chipping, you don't have to have a full range session. And make sure your practices are have intent to them. You're not just smacking balls on the range or just putting around the green and leaving. They have to have purpose.
A purpose.
Yeah.
I personally get lessons every 6 weeks or so, every 4 weeks. But I've also been playing a lot longer than Gia, and how far she's come is very impressive. But definitely I have learned since my injury, it's forced me to spend more time on my short game, and that's how I believe that my scores have significantly gotten lower, because putting, if you can't get off the tee, if you can't hit your approach shots, putting will save you every time. And even though it still might be a hard or high score, it's not going to be as bad as long as you can putt. But definitely getting out on the course and actually practicing dropping multiple balls from different areas, because you never know what kind of situation you're going to be in. That will just improve your game so much than just, like Gia said, just banging balls on the range.
Yeah, absolutely. I remembered what I was going to highlight, and that's that you were going through your lineup, and Daly was our class act of the month. So congrats on her for making some big-time grades.
Oh, yeah.
And I just wanted to highlight that as he was talking about each girl individually. So, all right, well, Coach, on top of all the practice that these girls say that they do and the purpose that they put into it, what does a typical week of practice look like for a team in the season for you?
I think they would agree with us. Our focus is 99% of the time on short game. We're going to focus on chipping. We're going to focus on putting. And then we'll sprinkle in some time on the range, more individually than just as a full team going to the range. Like I'll send them out there. Y'all get warmed up before I get there, and they'll go ahead and hit some balls. And then when we get there for team practice, it's short game. I think it was at practice yesterday, the team that chips and putts the best is going to win.
Yeah.
Everybody can hit a drive somewhere. Everybody can get their second somewhere close to the green. And then the person that gets it in the hole the fastest is going to be the winner. And that's chipping and putting.
So you're basically saying that I probably don't chip and putt enough. I just go play, and then I can't chip and putt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't say it, but you did. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stop playing so many 9 holes and just go chip and putt. Maybe I could knock 4 or 5 shots off.
Well, while you're playing, drop an extra ball and play your ball into the hole, but drop one just off the green and get that one up and down and play that second ball, especially if you're playing by yourself.
I'm going to take you out there with me, Coach. You can just coach me out the whole time.
I don't know about that.
So, ladies, is golf mental at all?
Yes. Oh, my gosh, yes.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so I know I can be a total head case disaster. I'm typically, if I'm driving the ball well, I seem to forget about other problems. But when I'm not personally driving well, that's when I get the most frustrated. It's also the longest club, so if you, I don't know, hit the ground with it or something, sometimes it feels good.
Oh, I don't think you're supposed to hit the ground with your driver.
Yeah.
I mean, like, after the shot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably not supposed to do that here.
No.
I'm admitting things that I'm going to get kicked out of Pondo here. All right, so in the times where you have struggled or been in a slump, I know Gia just brought that up, a little bit. What things have you done to, like, push yourself out of that?
So definitely this past year, the last couple seasons, I feel like I've been in a slump and I've just recessed a little bit until I came back not too long ago. But definitely just like taking a step back and honestly taking a break, like not forcing myself, not putting too much pressure on myself, but really paying attention to my stats and seeing what areas do I really need to work on, where the other areas are okay, I can deal with, but like the most important spots in my game that can definitely reduce my scores.
Yeah, I agree with that. As I came out of my slump, I think what helped me was realizing it's not my swing, it's not my putting or chipping, it's what's in my head, it's my mental game for sure. And talking with Meredith has helped me a lot.
There you go.
Realizing that everyone is putting to the same pins, everyone is playing the same course. If they can do it, you can do it. So that has helped me a lot to just like think through it more.
I found this book that was recommended to me by a caddy who caddied for this guy on the Corn Ferry Tour, and it's called The Mindset of a Tournament Golfer. Not just a golfer, but a tournament golfer. And it pointed out so many things I see in my game that I do that I'm like, okay, now I can see how this like looks on the outside whenever I'm like doing it and telling myself it. And it's like, why am I doing that? Like, I'm not making myself any better. It's not going to help me. And definitely that book has tremendously helped me in so many areas.
You know, it's interesting how sports is so – obviously there's different sports that are more physical and macro skills, where golf is like really, really fine-tuning skills. But, you know, you're trying to hit this tiny little ball with a long stick that's skinny and doesn't have a big face on it or anything. And I don't know that if you haven't actually tried to play golf, I don't think people realize just how difficult it is. You watch it on TV, you're like, oh, that's boring. And then when you play, you realize how not boring it is to watch golf, because you're like, how did that dude just hit that shot?
Right.
How did that lady hit that shot? But when you're playing a sport that is A, individual, and B, so fine skilled, it's amazing how the slightest negative thought can just impact so much of like what you're doing.
Yeah.
So to tail into like the big picture though, when you're playing a single round in a tournament and you have a couple bad holes, Taryn, like what's your trick to get yourself out of it?
My trick is to just tell myself, just hit fairways and greens. Get yourself out in the fairway, get yourself on a green. Middle of the green every time, because I know I can two-putt. It goes back to your practice. If you can practice your putting and your short game, and you know for a fact that wherever you are on the green, you can get a two-putt and walk out, or sometimes even a one-putt, that'll save you. And so that's what I always tell myself. Go back to the basics. Fairways, greens, two-putts. And that gets me back on the right trend.
Like you play a little conservatively and then get a couple pars and feel better about yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
The same for you?
I agree. And back to what you were saying about, like, how hard golf is. On the Wildcat show, maybe over a month ago, this girl said golf was the easiest
Oh
sport.
my gosh, whoever said that is getting canceled.
And
Oh my
I was
gosh.
just like thinking about it, and I was like, you know, every golf course and every hole is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you judge? Like, a soccer field is the same each time.
Yep.
You can be good at soccer because you have good teammates. Like, it's so different. Like, you have to be good in order to be good.
Yeah. That's
and
right.
it's just so different, and I was just like,
They ran a commercial during the last major, during the
the Ryder Cup. I saw
the
it,
Ryder
yeah.
Cup. Yes, it was the Ryder Cup. About they were showing overhead views of all these different sport venues and courts and fields, and then they talk about golf and how every hole's different, every shot's different, every pin placement's different, and that is kind of unique. You go play the same course over and over and over, and you hit a ball slightly in a different spot, and it changes the whole way you have to approach the rest of the hole.
Yep.
So definitely kind of a unique way to go about getting yourself out of mental struggles. Is I kind of like what I probably need to practice that myself. Go conservative, get yourself back on track, and see how it goes from there. So, Coach Smith, how much do you try and help with this? And are there certain players, you don't have to name names unless you think they find it hilarious or something, but are there certain players that you talk more to during an outing, and some that you know, all right, she's struggling, I'm just going to let her do her thing and she'll figure it out?
Taryn looked at me just as we were. I can't remember. It was about the 11th or 12th hole. I think it down at Wedgefield the other day, and I pulled up to her and gave her lunch because she just made the turn, and I was just catching up with her probably for the
First time.
probably the first time of the day, really. And I said, okay, here's your lunch. Get you a drink. I'll see you at 18. And she goes, no, don't.
I know. I was like, wait, Coach, I'm doing good. Come watch. This is some good golf right now.
But there's definitely players that you trust, and you know they're going to go out and perform, and barring a disaster, nothing bad's going to happen. They're going to be able to do it. So you do try to lay back sometimes and help some of the more inexperienced players. But, you know, in our team, really, we're two juniors, 2 seniors, and a sophomore. But everybody has pretty much been a part of our team and our program for 3 or 4 years, except for Gia, who's only been here for 3 years. Yeah. But you know, for me, just thinking, the 4 and 5 spots are where we got to get that 4th score. So I will try to lay back there just a little bit more than 1, 2, and 3. They should be fine. But if they are struggling, then I'll hang up there with them if that's what they need. But pretty much, I get to one spot and try to watch all of them go by most of the time, especially in matches and just regular tournaments. But it might be a little bit different on Monday and Tuesday. Yeah.
Well, you're going up to a fantastic course I'm kind of partial to. I was a member at Carolina Country Club when I lived up there in Spartanburg for a little while. I think it's a beautiful course. It's kind of cool, I think, because it's almost like the two nines are very distinctly different, right? And I don't know that I've played a course that I feel like is that varying between the front and the back. You go to a place like Kiowa, I've never played there, but I walked it when the tournament was there. And the backs, the front's all on the marsh, and then you get to the back, and it's all sandy and ocean breeze and all that. Well, Carolina, the front's all kind of in this valley, and it's maybe a little tighter. There's a lot of water weaving through it, not a lot of elevation change. But then you go in the back nine, and you're going through the neighborhood, and it is up and down, and a lot more dog legs and things like that. So talk about. I know both of y'all played the course before, correct?
I have not.
You have never played there.
I
huh?
have not played there yet. I used to get lessons out there.
Okay.
But I had an on-course lesson for like 3 holes one time.
Okay.
But that was such a long time ago, I don't even remember it. So we're going up tomorrow.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, you're gonna have a great time. I was, they brought the BMW back there, and when I lived up there, I actually signed up to work and be a walking scorekeeper. That was pretty neat. Those guys take forever to play. I mean, it's like 6-hour round, and they get mad at you when you stand certain places on the green. So I remember just trying to be, yes sir, I'll move. But cool experience there. But so talk about kind of what y'all look at as your main competition, kind of heading in to next week. Like, what teams stand out to y'all the most? Who do you expect to be really battling when we get to the end?
I expect it to be Dorman, River Bluff, and us.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't even look at them as competition. I look at us as our own competition. And the competition is actually the course. We don't need to be playing against other teams and looking at their leaderboard and be like, oh, we're like 3 strokes back or 1 stroke up or whatever. We just need to play our game, play the hole, and the rest will take care of itself.
Well, you got that senior coached up right there, don't you?
She is.
Man, that is big time. That's a really mature way of looking at it. And obviously, especially when you know these girls, because y'all have played them so many times, and I can get it. You can't get caught up in what they're doing and all that kind of stuff, because that's gonna. We talked about all these mental issues that you already have playing golf. Adding more things spinning in your head probably is not a good thing. So, I did notice, just looking at the scores, just to add into what you just said, Carolina Forest seemed to shoot really well in the lower state. Is that a team that could, if they Coach Smith will ask you instead so that they don't have to worry about the competition? Is that a team that, if they play well, could sneak up in there?
It was a little surprising that they shot as well as they did. I guess we'll see, because I'm pretty sure they'll probably be paired with us the first day.
Okay.
So I don't know a lot about them other than the fact that they shot what they shot at Lower State, but we haven't played with them all year.
Okay. Did y'all actually play with them at Lower State?
No.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, so ladies, we've been doing this this little thing with all of our athletes, and so I'm going to ask, which one of y'all's older technically?
I think I am, because
you are.
I'm November. Yeah.
Okay, so you get to go first in
Okay.
all these answers, and then you're just going to rapid fire answer right after her, okay? And all we're going to do is it's like we're going to get to know you a little bit with favorite things,
Okay.
We're even heading toward Christmas, and then there's that song Favorite Things, right? You know what song I'm talking about?
Better. It's not as good as Rocky Top.
Nothing's as good as Rocky Top.
Thank you. Exactly.
Gosh. Oh. All right, and so by the way, both of these girls are competing in the North-South golf tournament here at the,
Yay.
that's right. So congrats to these two seniors, but we're going to get to know them a little bit deeper here. And so again, I'm going to ask them questions. They're going to answer. We're going to get to know them a little bit. Here we go. All right, favorite color?
Pink.
Blue.
I'm just glad you didn't say Tennessee orange. You didn't know how to describe it. You notice, Brent, Coach Smith, you ever notice how people don't just say orange when referring to Tennessee? It's like that awkward color orange, or they're like Tennessee orange. I just want to point that
It's
out.
God's country.
That's God's orange.
It's
Should we
God's
say
orange.
that?
It's God's orange. Yep.
Favorite movie?
Oh, I don't really watch movies. Is that weird? Pass.
Can we do show?
Yeah, can
All
we
right,
do show?
or TV show, yes.
Probably Gilmore Girls. Or Outer Banks. I like Outer Banks. But I don't like the new seasons. Like, if it just was season 1,
It'd be great, huh?
that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Dexter. Dexter's
Bro.
my favorite.
Oh my God, that is two completely different ends of the spectrum, right? We went Gilmore Girls to Dexter.
Dexter's
Wow.
amazing.
Okay, all right. Favorite music artist or band or group?
Ty Myers.
Okay,
I don't have one. I like a lot of different things.
okay. Favorite genre for you? You got nothing?
That
You
varies
just
too.
Like her of all
That
things.
varies a
That
lot.
varies a lot.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Do y'all listen to like pregame hype music on the bus on the way to a?
No.
No.
Okay.
We
No music.
used to, like, whenever I was little, like, we would just start singing. We wouldn't even play it on the radio, but we would sing, like, from High School Musical.
So it's more like the
We're
bus ride in
on
Pitch Perfect.
this. Yes.
Have you seen Pitch Perfect?
No.
Okay, never mind. All right, favorite food.
Mexican food.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
You like all music, you like all food.
It's all so good, yeah.
Golly. She's just a lover of all things. All right, if you didn't play golf, what sport would you like to be great at?
Soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, soccer.
Soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've gotten a lot of soccer
Back in
answers
our
on here
soccer
from y'all.
days.
Back in
yeah.
the soccer days.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a career goal in mind post high school?
Yes. So, like, after college?
Yeah.
Okay, so I plan to go into the military for 2 years, Air National Guard,
Okay.
and then I'm going to become a PA, hopefully.
Okay. That's pretty big time.
Yeah, that's a lot. I just want to be an athletic trainer,
All right.
you know.
I mean, that's good too. We need those.
My pet
Yeah.
Gia.
All right. We got two more. Coolest place or your favorite place to vacation? So the coolest place you've ever been or favorite place to vacation?
Coolest place I've ever been is probably the Bahamas.
Okay.
And I'd want to vacation there.
Okay.
We don't really go on vacation.
Rochester, New York.
Oh, that's a miserable place. Don't go there. You know, I kind of like just staying home.
Okay.
Staying home is pretty
Alright.
cool.
Staying home, like all
Yeah.
food and all music.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Last one. Favorite course you've ever played?
Secession.
Oh, I really want to.
The May River, the
Moss Creek.
May River at Palmetto Bluff.
yep.
Oh, you
that
Palmetto
one.
Bluff.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's pretty awesome. Well, y'all, thank you for answering those questions.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
your audience and listeners knows y'all a little bit better now. All right, so Coach Smith, we're going to close with you. What is the plan next week? How do you attack Carolina Country Club, and what do we need to do to have a shot at the trophy going into day 2 next week? And I'm sure you're going to reiterate some of the things that you have already said about worrying about yourself
Yep.
and your own game.
Two things that come to mind is, number one, take care of ourselves. Play the best that we can, put ourselves in a position after day 1. You can't win it on day 1, so just make sure you play solid on that first day. And like I said, take care of yourself. And then number 2, I don't know if they've looked, but we're going to talk today, but is weather. It's going to be cold. We haven't had that. It's been incredibly warm for pretty much this whole season. And
Yeah,
it looks like it's going to be like 55 or 56 on Monday with rain. So I don't even know that we've played maybe a little sprinkle in a tournament or a match, but not much. But so that's something we just need to talk about and focus on, and knowing that it's going to be a possibility and be prepared for that. So those two things: take care of ourselves, and then be able to handle the conditions if they change on us.
Yeah. Does the course itself provide any different challenges than anything that y'all are used to playing this year?
I think green-wise, I think speed is very similar to what we practice on.
Yeah.
They're going to be good greens. They're going to be nice and smooth and hopefully roll well for us. I mean, it's kind of open, I think. So it's kind of similar to Lexington a little bit. And we got a few elevation changes at Lexington, too, with 5 and 18 on the back and a couple others. But, I mean, they're going to know it. They're going to have their green books. They're going to be able to look and see and hopefully just put themselves in the correct position so that they don't get in too much trouble.
Yeah.
And again, if we chip and putt well, we'll be there.
Awesome. By the way, my favorite course I've ever played is Port Royal in Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bermuda. When the PGA went back there, they had some tournament there. But anyway, mostly because of the views.
Oh, yeah.
Just it's kind of on the cliffside on a whole bunch of holes. So really, really pretty place. That's the best thing about golf is all the different places you get to see and experience. And when you love playing the game, it's so much places to go sightsee and things like that. So really, really cool. Girls, we thank you and Coach for taking some time out to hang out with me before y'all go practice, and it's awesome to get to visit y'all. I'm certainly envious of y'all's ability to play the game on the links, and I know y'all are going to have an awesome event next week. I can't wait to get up there and see y'all compete. We also want to thank our friends today over at Black Rock Branding for all that they do for our teams. Go see them for all your business branding needs. Girls, best of luck this week as you finish preparing, and certainly next week as we go chase another championship, which for those counting since 2004, Coach Smith, how many does the girls golf team have in total since 04?
Really? 14.
14. There you go. So, again, one of the premier golf programs in the state in the last couple decades, and really proud of them, really proud of these girls. They know that they always are chasing and holding up a legacy every year. So, good luck, ladies, and until next time, signing off, go Wildcats, and hail to thee.